Hello, and welcome to another episode of A Friendly Film Take, the film podcast by Film News Blitz with me, Dan Lawrence, and each episode I'm joined by a friendly face for a friendly discussion about film. And the friendly face, and well, the really beautiful face, is actually the face of my wife, Eden Score-Owens. And yep, we're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts. Hey, bub, how are you?
I'm okay, thanks.
Cool.
Sleepy as always.
Sleepy as always, which is why she's already in her pajamas. Which you can see if you're on YouTube. Also, Bub isn't a Wolverine reference. It's just what we affectionately call each other.
Sick.
Yeah, but our first conversation was about Wolverine, wasn't it? It was about Logan at Waitrose.
Great film.
You came running around the corner when you heard that I was going to see it. You were like, what?
Yeah.
Logan? And a film we both really liked. Yeah. So anyway, what we're going to talk about today is Caught Stealing, the Darren Aronofsky film that we both saw in cinema. Did we go Showcase? We went Showcase, didn't we? We went Showcase, even though we treated ourselves with a Showcase insider, so it was slightly cheaper. And you were late by about 5 minutes, but you didn't break etiquette, I think, by being within 5 minutes. And you're very slender, so nobody really noticed you come in. And you did well to find me, because normally if you do come in late, which has happened once or twice, you normally you can't find me in the cinema.
No, I was looking around for a bit, but it was a little bit empty, and I knew you'd choose like the middle area.
Exactly. So we got there in the end.
In.
But anyway, before we do that, we might talk about Jaws as well, because there's been 50th anniversary screenings. We have different opinions on Jaws and shark movies in general. But yeah. Oh, also, for people watching, we have got a wonderful mic setup, which is attached to some chopsticks, which for people who know Eden will know it's her favourite utensil when it comes to eating. And for people who don't, they now do. So there we go. Anyway, first, before we do all that, Eden, what's been your favourite film of 2025 so far?
Favourite film? Probably a really basic answer, but I'm going to go with Superman.
Oh, okay. Why?
And actually, I really enjoyed, I also really enjoyed, I don't remember what it's called, the Marvel one.
The Marvel one?
Mm-hmm.
Which one? Thunderbolts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Controversial, but I really enjoyed that.
I would say it was controversial, although it was a flop.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it was one of the better Marvel movies post Endgame. But Superman, okay, talk us through it.
What did I like about it? I thought Lex Luthor was brilliant.
Nicholas Hoult. Yep.
I really liked how I love Nicholas Hoult anyway.
Oh.
I love him in The Great. I think he's brilliant in that.
Yes.
And actually from the zombie film he was in.
Oh, Warm Bodies, the rom-zom-com.
Right, now my sister loves that film, but I also like that film.
Okay, yeah. Shout out India.
Yeah. But why do I like it? Lex Luthor, yeah, brilliant. I thought he was really actually evil, which I really liked, and I thought it really referenced the comics well, the comic books. Superman, I thought was, again, cast really well. Yeah, just a really good film.
What did you make of David Corn Sweat as Superman?
I'm not against it.
Pretty dishy. Yeah.
Wouldn't say no.
I think they okay, brilliant. And they also had really good chemistry. Him and Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane. Some very And Crypto Superdog was good. I liked the film because it made me feel happy. I had a smile on my face all the way through. It was a very joyous film.
It was. And
also, I had this later in my really badly written notes, but we're going to get another Superman film in 2027. So that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to that.
And
we're going to get Supergirl next year.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 Super films in a row in as many years.
Hopefully Supergirl will be good. I haven't watched the series. I don't think it looks amazing, the series. I know.
Oh, no.
I think it's one of those like Green Arrow. I know it's all the same.
You could be invoking the wrath of, because these are all the CW network DC shows.
And I watched The Flash in the beginning, and I watched Green Arrow in the beginning. I found it really difficult to get into Supergirl. I watched maybe the first 3 episodes, and I stopped watching Arrow, and I stopped watching Flash after probably the 2nd season.
I haven't watched any of those CW shows because I just think they look a bit too corny.
Yeah, I think as they go on, they get more corny.
Cornier.
Yeah.
Right, well, okay. Well, we've discussed my favourite one for the year so far is Sinners, which you would know if you listen to the first episode of A Friendly Film Take. Have you?
No.
Supporting wife there, everyone.
No.
Anyway, Right, letdown of the year. What's your biggest letdown?
What was it? Jurassic World.
Oh, same as me.
Oh, yeah. Did
Why?
not enjoy that. So boring.
Yep.
So boring. I fell asleep.
Did you?
I fell asleep.
And that was a really uncomfortable cinema as well.
Yeah,
so that's
I
impressive.
fell asleep for maybe like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Close to the beginning.
Didn't miss much.
I know. And then I woke up and I wanted to fall back to sleep again.
No, bad movie. We don't recommend.
Film.
We don't. We neither of us like that, and we did that. We went in for free because we were Odeon Limitless, which I've managed to mention that in every episode so far. I'm being a bit of a slut for trying to get the green. Anyway, we got more news that we could talk about because not only Superman's been announced, we've also got a Tomb Raider series coming out on Amazon. Sansa Stark, yes, Sophie Turner, created by Phoebe Waller-Bridge. We're going to start filming in Fleabag, Killing Eve. Yeah, no, I know you. No. But that's for the viewers and the listeners. Oh. So just in case they don't know, you just got to give all the textual information. Yeah, but we like Fleabag, don't we?
We do like Fleabag.
You've seen the stage show, haven't you?
I have. Yeah.
Any good?
Big. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Really funny. Quite sad. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
what do you expect from Fleabag?
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. Sophie Turner as Lara Croft. Do we rate that? Do we like that as a casting decision?
It's a tricky one because I know Gal Gadot can't act, okay, so I'm fully aware of that. However, when she got cast as Wonder Woman, I think everyone was like, she's too skinny to be a 6 foot Amazonian.
Kal-El, no.
Kal-El, no. However, I think visually, I think she pulled off Wonder Woman really well.
Yep. Can't argue.
I know acting wise, on the ropes.
Yes.
But visually, I think she pulled it off well. And same with Sophie Turner or Sansa Stark. Like visually, I can't really see her.
Were you saying it's the other way around? You're saying visually you can't see it, but acting you do?
No.
You don't rate her as an actor either?
I do. No, as an actress, I think she's fine. I think she's been in quite a lot of more crappy things
she was
recently.
in the terrible X-Men films, which I completely forgot about. She was Jean Grey.
She played some smaller parts in some Netflix films, some like really girly.
But you love a trashy Netflix film, don't you?
She wasn't great in those. She didn't play a huge part.
Okay.
And so I just personally I can't really imagine her in that role at the minute. But
we'll see. We'll see.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge knows what she's doing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's Killing Eve as well. She helped create. Well, I think she left it because then it did start going downhill that show, didn't it? But anyway, the only other bit of news that I've seen is Emerald Fennell, I think it's Fennell, the director of Saltburn fame, her Wuthering Heights trailer of Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi. Incredibly horny looking trailer, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone. What was it? You used a very good word to describe the trailer earlier when I showed it to you. What did you say? Can you not remember?
Nope.
Oh, you said it was feral.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, okay. Which I think is an accurate description. I'm not sure. And also Saltburn, we watched that and it was a bit weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it very much fits into the same vibe as Saltburn, though, from what I can see from the trailer.
Yeah, maybe we'll get some Victorian bathwater. Anyway, Caught Stealing. Let's do it. Darren Aronofsky, Requiem for a Dream, The Wrestler, Black Swan. Those are some of the credits in his catalogue of... Yeah?
I basically haven't seen any of those films. Black Swan I haven't seen. Looked a bit freaky. Requiem for a Dream, yeah. Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one. What's the other one you mentioned?
The Wrestler. Anyway, Caught Stealing, Darren Aronofsky, starring Austin Butler, who we rate. What was the thing you watched him in a thing as a child? What was the children's thing you watched him in?
I don't know if it's called this, but it was Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City as a child.
Oh, okay.
And he plays like the love interest.
That's hilarious.
But he was also in quite a lot of other things. I think he was in Austin and Ally.
Okay. And then he obviously became Elvis.
No, before that, he was in a series where he played an elf, half elf, half human.
He has an elfish look about him.
He does, on Netflix, and I love that series. I think I cancelled after one season, but there we go.
You love it though. That's good.
I do love it.
We'll add that to the growing list of Netflix series cancelled after one season.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, Elvis fame. June Part 2,
Mm-hmm.
which he's very good in.
He is.
He's turning up all over the place, actually. Austin Butler. And he plays a chap in this called Hank Thompson, sort of failed college or high school baseball player who now just works in a bar. And his nutty neighbour, a punk, played by Matt Smith, who's obviously just incredible in everything, from Doctor Who to The Crown to just anything he turns up in.
You do love Matt Smith.
I love Matt Smith. House of the Dragon, he's incredible in House of the Dragon.
He's good, yeah.
But I'm a big Doctor Who nerd, so I have a lot of time for him. But he plays this punk who basically, he asks Austin Butler to look after his cat. And then it turns out that there's money involved that Matt Smith's hiding, and these horrible people want this money, and they think Austin Butler's hiding it from him, and he gets in trouble with these gangs, he gets in trouble with the police. It also stars Regina King, Bad Bunny, who's really quite a good actor, actually.
Such a good actor. I really liked him in Bullet Train.
Bullet Train, well. Yeah, he keeps popping up. He's good. We like Bad. Leaf Schreiber's in it as well.
Happy Gilmore.
Oh, yeah, he's in the new Happy Gilmore. I haven't watched that. If you can hear the rustling, it's our cat Roscoe playing with Pom Pom.
Cheerleading pom poms that I use for desensitizing horses.
Right. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Who else? Zoe Kravitz is in this film as well. She plays Austin Butler's girlfriend, Yvonne. And you missed a very sort of sexy scene at the start. You missed between them, but it was like a very well captured, early relationship where it was really fizzing. And they had very good screen chemistry. And it has this beautiful cat in the film. The cat is beautiful. The cat's got his own. He's called Tonic, the actor cat. I may be getting it wrong, but he's got his own Instagram account. And in the premiere for the Caught Stealing movie, he came along the red carpet in like a little electric car wearing a leather jacket. But it was a beautiful cat. Yeah, I thought it was just a really good film, actually. Violent, funny.
Good bit of violence.
Yeah, you love a bit of violence, don't you? Yeah, this one loves a bit of violence. Yeah, and I think you really wanted to root for Austin Butler. That was my feeling. And I think he's such a good leading man. And it's nice to see him. Sorry, I'm going to let you talk. But I thought it's nice to see him shaking off Elvis, because he really went a bit in too deep with that, didn't he? Yeah. But anyway, come on, give me your take. Let's. Go on.
Be revolutionary.
No, it doesn't need to be, because you're like more of an average punter, aren't you, when it comes to films? So, what did you think of Caught Stealing?
First of all, I like the fact it wasn't a long film.
Correct, hour and 45.
It was pretty short, which I enjoyed. It was fast paced, so you got a bit of background before it went into the action and the storyline, so you didn't have too much background beforehand. There's a lot of different things happening from different people, if that makes sense. Yeah. So there was like the storyline with his girlfriend, there was a storyline with Regina King. There was the storyline with the Jewish brothers or whatever they were.
Yeah, Leif Schreiber and...
Yeah, but I don't know if they were
Jewish.
Or friends. No,
I think they were brothers.
Obviously they were Jewish.
Yeah, good point. They were either brothers or cousins. They were definitely related.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I didn't know what family relations they were. And then the mental Polish or Russian, but they didn't really say which one they were.
And Bad Bunny.
They were in the film. And yeah, Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
I really liked all the different aspects of it.
And everyone was giving it good. Everybody, there wasn't a bad performance in that film.
And also, what's really nice is how they weaved in his high school trauma into it as well, and how in the end, not really a spoiler, but that paid off for him. Yeah. And
overcoming his trauma as well.
Yeah, I think it was really clever the way they did that.
Yeah. I think there's a lot to be said for it being a shorter movie, because too many movies are like really long these days, especially in the cinema. I feel like they're going like, oh, we're in the cinema, so we have to be 2.5 hours long. And that isn't a vibe, especially not for you, because you don't like a long movie, and you don't like your attention span being tested too much, do you? I think that's fair to say.
No, I like a long film. Like, I'll watch a long film. I like Avatar. I like long films.
This is a good thing.
I just don't like long films that are really boring or only have like a bit of action, and then like I really liked Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but I wouldn't watch it again. I watched it the first time. Correct. I enjoyed it, and I did get a little bit bored.
I think you then watched it the second time, because I hadn't seen it.
Yeah, I did watch it.
And you went to watch it a second time just for me. How cute. Yeah, but you actually walked off and got a coffee, I think.
I did, yeah. In the middle part, because I actually did find it.
Yeah, I would never watch that film again. Do you know they're doing a sequel with Brad Pitt?
I really enjoyed the film, and I love Quentin Tarantino films.
He's
But
not doing the
that
sequel
one-
though.
Is he not?
No, it's David Fincher who made like Gone Girl, Seven, stuff like that. And it's just Brad Pitt's character, and I think it's gonna be on Netflix.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, The Adventures of Cliff Booth. He was very good in it.
He was.
Yeah.
Austin Butler again.
Austin Butler again. There's loads of famous people in that. Like Margaret Qualley's in it.
He was actually riding the horse when he galloped off. His dad was a trained cowboy.
Austin Butler's dad was a trained cowboy.
Yeah.
I didn't know
He
that.
grew up riding.
See, we're getting all this horse information. Talking of long movies, because in the previous episode, me and Joe Matthews of Film News Blitz, we ranked our favourite Nolan movies, and I put in Oppenheimer as my third favourite.
Right. Well, when you reference directors, I'm not familiar. So if you
Christopher Nolan.
I know who that is.
Yes. Did you not know that he directed Oppenheimer?
I probably did when you told me when it first came out.
Okay.
And
What
then-
did you make it? Did you fall? Because you watched that film. That's a long film.
Mm.
Did you fall asleep?
No. I
was
never
right
really
then.
fall asleep in first goes round.
Unless it's Jurassic World.
So boring.
Hmm.
No.
Yeah, you always fall asleep second time round, don't you? That's a good point. Right. Well, I feel like we've semi caught stealing quite nicely there.
Mm-hmm.
I had. Oh, where did they go? Well, they've gone down there. I normally record upstairs because I'm doing it remotely, but considering that we share a house, considering we're married, we didn't need to do this one remotely. So I'm not upstairs in the spare room where I have all these DC Comics posters, which you
Courtesy of me.
a gift
Because
from Eden,
I like them.
a loving wife, and we're both quite nerdy, aren't we? So if anybody's wondering how the hell I managed to marry someone who looks as amazing as Eden and is as lovely as Eden, it's because she's also a dork. So that worked really well in my favour. They both in here. Basically, I've got some. So basically, I really went on a tangent. Thank you for holding the chopstick mic. Right. So I wanted to mix it up with my background upstairs and not just have DC Comics posters. And I picked
As pretty as they are.
as pretty as they are, but I just want to mix it up. And they're not going to be permanent because I've been told I can't permanently take them down. But every time, now and again, if I do a podcast, I'm going to switch them out for some posters. And I've gone for like some of my favourite films. And I also wanted to make it seem like, oh, this guy doesn't just watch comic book movies, does he? Which isn't a bad thing, if that is all you do. But it's not all I do. I do watch other films. And I thought I'd try and get Eden to try and guess what these posters are as I slowly reveal them.
Good God.
Which doesn't really work if you're listening or watching, really, because I'm going to kind of do it. Anyway, right, well, there's a bit of a clue at the top of this one. We're revealing the first poster. Guess what it is yet? Which film?
Fifth.
Okay, yeah.
Empire Strikes
The Empire Strikes Back. Look at this lovely poster.
And
I'm very excited. And you're wearing Darth Vader. Yes. This is my favourite Star Wars movie of the... It was 9, and then there's 2 spin-offs. So there's 11. Is that 11? Yeah, there's 11 films. This is my favourite one. Is it your favourite one? What's your favourite Star Wars film?
Adult Eden says that one.
Okay.
Child Eden likes what's it called? The second one in the newest one. Attack of the
No, that's not the newest. That's not the newest ones, remember? We're older now. Because there's been the Disney
fine.
ones.
When I was younger.
The prequels.
Yeah.
Attack of the Clones. Whoa. What is your favourite thing about that?
As a child, I loved that film because my favourite parts are when they get caught in the droid making factory and they have to like duck and weave.
That bit was actually pretty cool.
Really like that bit. And then when they all go into like the gladiator arena and they're all pew-pewing and fighting, and then all of a sudden you see the purple lightsaber and you're like, so cool. And then all the Jedi fight.
Cool.
I loved that film when I was a child, and honestly I still love it now, but it's no longer my favourite. But
We
as a
can't
child,
really publicly
it was my
admit. You
favourite.
can't publicly admit something like that. Because
And
I think
I
it is meant to be the
also
worst.
love
isn't it?
Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, well, Hayden
Yeah.
Christensen, yeah. Yeah. Well,
I think I'm going to guess that one.
did you see the top?
Yes.
Well, yes. It's Jaws.
Good.
Which is one of my favourite movies. We're going to have an argument about this in a minute, but not before I've revealed the final poster. And I thought I got these all in A4, but this one's massive. Oh! I didn't think this one had arrived. I've got all 4 of my posters, everyone. This would be really awkward if I find out that I've somehow cut myself out of the shot. I don't think I have. I think I've got the whole... Right, we're not going to do the guessing game because this is boring. And it's all folded up. It's Casablanca.
Also, it says on there what the film is. So
Well, I was going to try and do a slow. My plan was a slow reveal.
Right.
Of course, the movie poster says the name of the film on it.
Well, yeah. So
otherwise, it'd be a bit too ambiguous for the marketing.
The game doesn't really work.
No, it doesn't. I didn't really think this through. Yeah, you can. Anyway, Casablanca. Have you seen this film?
No.
From 1942, I believe. This is one of my favourite movies. It's Humphrey Bogart in his prime, but I think you'd find it boring because it's an old movie. It's in black and white, but he basically lives in Casablanca. He runs a bar, and during the Second World War, basically people who are trying to escape Europe would go via Casablanca, get like visas and stuff, and then escape to America. And he gets embroiled in a conflict of like a rebel fighter against the Nazi regime who's trying to escape. His girlfriend is like an ex-flame of Humphrey Bogart, so it's like a love triangle, and it's great. It's great. It's a lovely film. A real lovely film. Me and my mum like that one. But I think I've tried to force you, or not force you, I've tried to get you to watch it, and you've been like, nah, not having it.
I think it was on TV at your mum's one time, and I did watch some of it because I remember the bar scene.
Yes.
And it was old.
It was old. Won Best Picture at the Oscars way back when.
Lovely.
Right, this is another one of my favourite movies. Apocalypse Now. Have you seen this?
No.
Ah, no. Well, I think you.
Monkey.
Monkey?
No. Like Barbie, but.
No. Are you talking about the opening of Barbie?
Yeah.
No, that's 2001: A Space Odyssey,
Okay.
which is also a classic. That's a sci-fi film.
Okay.
But this is Francis Ford Coppola, who obviously directed films like The Godfather, which I haven't seen. But anyway, this stars Martin Sheen, Charlie Sheen's dad, and he's basically tasked with going after big, bold Marlon Brando, who's basically gone rogue in the jungles of Vietnam and is sort of operating under his own authority. And the American army are like, we don't really need that. Martin Sheen can go sort him out. And it's very sort of psychological, the effects of that particular war. Very immersive. It has a very young Lawrence Fishburne in it, that film. And Harrison Ford's in it for like 5 minutes. Incredible film. If you're a lover of cows, don't watch the end.
Me out then.
That is you out. I think you'd like that film because it's a war movie, but it's a bit more. I don't know. It's not like war movie like fighting constantly. It's just them going up the river, and then it gets a bit psychedelic and weird. But anyway, Jaws. 50th anniversary. It's been back in cinemas, so I wanted to go see it in the cinema. You did not want to go see it in the cinema. I went on my own.
Which I think is really healthy if you go to cinema by yourself. I've done it before. Take yourself out for a date.
It was actually pretty good.
I really like it.
I went to the Showcase in Southampton, and it was the Big X Plus screen. Woof. And I was in the middle of the middle row, so basically I had a perfect seat. But I love this film. Steven Spielberg's second feature film. It was a disaster making it, they said, because the mechanical shark wasn't working. It ended up setting the tone for blockbusters. It was like one of the first big blockbusters, and adjusted for inflation, it'd be like 7th highest grossing film of all time, apparently. Master of suspense, I would say this film is. The dialogue's impeccable, so well written, tense. Oh, I love this film. I had a smile on my face the whole time I was watching it in the cinema. It made me really happy. But you don't like it!
No,
and I took a while to get you to watch it, and you weren't a fan, were you?
It's not that I don't like it. Like, I just don't really enjoy it.
That would say that you don't like it. Not enjoying it would say you don't like it. Why don't you like it? Come on.
Well, I never really wanted to watch it, and I was forced to watch it, so I was a bit like, oh, okay, we'll watch this film now. So I didn't go into it with like, yes, I want to watch this film.
Bad vibes.
First of all. Secondly, I never watched a lot of films growing up.
It's just a cat climbing up the curtains.
Do not ruin my plant. I didn't watch a lot of films growing up. I was allowed to watch an Ullman Mum, so I was allowed to watch Mary Poppins and The Sound of Music when I was ill. And that's
Those are
it.
2 great films, though.
They are. So when I was allowed to watch TV, I never really watched old films. I watched more new films, and then I watched that, and I was like, ooh, special effects are a little ropey. Also, not a huge fan of shark-related films. I don't like the water anyway. So the idea, like giving me ideas of there being something else in the water that I can freak out about
That
when
could eat you.
I'm near the water or in the city, that's not for me.
No.
Um, I also think it's just a bit boring.
I think because
I like
it is mainly suspense. It's a lot of build up.
there was not like it's a film called Jaws about a shark. Like I sort of knew what was going to happen.
True.
It didn't really give me anything.
Okay.
Like, what else is it going to throw at me? Like a shark that can walk on land? I wouldn't expect that.
Is that what you suggest should have happened?
Well, it was just a shark that was in the water attacking people in boats. I was like, okay, fair enough. Like, it's a shark.
But like those reasons, like you were describing, like the fear of something being in the water, I think it really plays on that, and it really like gets like there's a genuine threat in the film. But you weren't jiving with that.
It was fine. Like, I didn't mind watching it.
I wonder whether
I just don't want to watch it again.
if you'd watched it for the first time in a cinema and you'd never seen a shark movie before, maybe that would help.
And I was like, I know it's 40 years ago. Yeah.
50.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, 50 years ago. Or 40 years ago.
Right, Cat's just knocking stuff down. You mentioned, we were talking about this, and you mentioned a shark film that you did like.
Yeah, it was with Serena van der Woodsen from Gossip Girl.
Blake Lively.
There we go.
Mrs. Ryan Reynolds.
Yes, she is in a shark film.
Do you remember? Can you remember what it's called? I can vaguely remember the trailer, and she's surfing, isn't she? And
she is surfing.
Like stuck on a rock or something.
Yeah. No, she's stuck on like one of those buoy things.
A boy.
Buoy.
Buoy.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed that film, but I do have a confession. I watched the beginning to get like the background. Then I watched a bit of the attacking of the sharks, like the shark attacking her. And then I got really bored, and so I skipped to the end when I watched my little screen on Netflix. You know, it has that little screen. I love that little screen. And then I scrolled, watching the little screen until I could see it was getting a little bit ropey. And then I just watched the end of it.
So Eden does this a lot.
That
It really frustrates me is that you skip your way through movies.
I do.
Which is, I mean, you can't do that in the cinema. So it's a good test for you that if you actually come out and you've enjoyed it. You've never gone like, oh, well, you fell asleep with Jurassic World, or you'd come out but you've never said like, you've never come out and gone, oh, I wish I'd skipped through this.
No, I don't. I know. So it's definitely like.
But I think we're quite selective when we go to cinema. Like we together, like we make sure it's something that you're kind of interested in.
Yeah.
But with Caught Stealing, you weren't sure about going to see that, were you? But then you ended up enjoying it.
Yeah, I did enjoy it.
So that was good.
I like to skip through things because, and I realised I've actually never skipped through, and like I've never skipped through superhero films, like
there we go.
Marvel or DC. I've never skipped through a Star Wars film. I do sometimes skip through like the little,
Disney ones, the series, like Mandalorian.
Yeah,
it's because it's boring. Nothing happens.
Same with Marvel. I skip through some of those because I just think they were really boring.
I would have happily skipped.
Ironically,
through
this season of Wednesday, I did. I know.
Did you? Yes. Okay. I've never watched Wednesday, but I don't know if it's as good as the first series.
It's not.
Okay, that's a shame.
Mm.
I would happily skip through all of Solo, which I hated.
You did hate that. I actually quite enjoyed that
film. I was like, I'm not interested in a Han Solo movie when it's not Harrison Ford.
Mm.
And I'm also not interested in Indiana Jones film when Harrison Ford's 80, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Right. We're going to wrap things up soon after our little agree to disagree on shark movies and Jaws in particular.
No.
To be fair, Jaws is probably the Meg. To be fair, I did enjoy that, but it was rubbish. Have we seen the Meg 2, The Trench? Is that what it's called?
It's on Amazon.
There's another one. Jason Statham punching sharks. Big sharks.
Jason Statham, and I think he's just always Jason Statham in any film he's in. So any film he's in, I know what I'm going to expect.
Working Man.
The Beekeeper.
Beekeeper, which is John Wick from Wish, is what I said on my letterboxd.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not against it.
Okay. To be
like
fair, with your thing about shark movie, I would say Jaws is the only shark movie I really like and I think is any good. Like the other Jaws movies are bad, but Spielberg didn't make them. So there you go.
Do you think part of what's helping you like that film is the fact it's directed by Steven Spielberg?
Yeah, but only because he's a very talented filmmaker.
and not just because he's got his
No,
name
like, I was
against it.
watching it, and the performances in that film are incredible. And it just is a bit when, like, because it's Roy Schneider, if I'm saying that properly, is the cop on the island, and he's got this great thing. He's scared of the water, so it's always like a really good thing. And then when Richard Dreyfuss's character comes in, he comes in at just the point where you think maybe the film's going to labour a little bit. His character comes in, he's really zippy and got quite a lot of energy, picks up. And then Robert Shaw's like crazy character Quint, the guy who owns the boat, who's like nuts. And he's got like a really sinister edge to it. And then the three of them, you've just got these three powerhouse actors on a small. I quite like films where it's like limited amount of characters. So there's only three of them really. Once the main bit of the film gets going, small set, and it's just you're watching them, and they're just amazing. Like all three of them, their performances are so good. So that really helps the film for me. There is a ridiculous bit towards the end where the shark like literally vaults onto the back of the boat, and I do like laugh at that point because that is ridiculous.
Gymnastic
but I think
moves.
they had to get it to end somehow, and the shark's just like, right, fucking had enough of you lot. Like speeds up to the boat and gets like its torso onto the stern, and then the boat's sinking, and then you've got, I mean, spoilers, it's been out for 50 years. Then Robert Shaw, I think I watched this for the first time in Disneyland, Florida, or like we were there on holiday. I was like 6 or 7, and Robert Shaw slides into Jaws' mouth and gets like eaten alive.
Lovely.
It's pretty horrific. I even watched it last night. I was like,
See, I don't really remember this at all. I don't remember it.
you might have fallen asleep. I think we watched it in bed.
No, we didn't watch it in your parents' lounge, but no.
Oh, did we? Okay. Yeah. Oh, right. Anyway, we're going to wrap things up now. But before we fully wrap it up, what film are you most looking forward to seeing next?
Well, the only one I can remember that's coming out is the Penguin Man. Penguin.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yep. And Peep Show. Olivia
Colman. And the film's
go.
called
Roses.
Yeah. It's a remake of a film that Danny DeVito directed called War of the Roses, and it's based on a book of the same name. Basically, a warring couple going through a divorce because they decide they hate each other.
Yeah, it looks hilarious. It's very English, very English.
Just English
as well.
humour. Yeah, I think it's already out. Actually, we could go see it soon, and maybe we will. Yeah, and then we could talk about it on here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you sound very enthused about that idea. Anyway, that's us really. Yeah, thanks, Bub, for joining me. Anyway, make sure you like, subscribe, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Friendly Film Take, and go on a Film News Blitz website and catch up with all the news and features and reviews we write on there. You can follow us on Instagram and X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, at Film News Blitz. Boom. Adios. Thanks, babe. Well, that was fun.